most of you already know how much I love me some Tanner Muses. He actually got my attention while I was scouting Isaiah Simmons during the 2020 offseason. He's not as good a prospect as Simmons, but he's similar. He's 6'2" to Simmons' 6'3.5". He has 31.5-inch long arms to Simmons' 33. He has a vertical leap of 35 inches to 39 for Simmons and runs a 4.4 140 to 4.39 for Simmons. Muse is also a little less fluid, but every bit as versatile. Clemson safeties are interchangeable, so Muse plays strong and free. And if he was going to stay on the field the times they moved Simmons from linebacker to safety, he had to play some linebacker. So I expected him to show he's the steal of the 2020 NFL draft before toe surgery derailed it. But here in year 2, it looks like Muse is carving out a role as a starter at Sam and Gus Bradley's base defense. Muse is so versatile, the original plan was for him to learn Mike and Will, and here he is at Sam now. Let's start with his Clemson days and the bad. Sometimes he takes the wrong angle to the ball and doesn't break down. And that caused a few missed tackles in the open field. Cavaliers' 1,000-yard receiver that year, Hasise Dubose. And here he is again. Muse doesn't have the route recognition for off man. Now here he is on Jerry Jeudy, now of the Denver Broncos. Oh, but there's no real shame in that given the corners in the NFL. Judy's done that too. He does have the speed and athleticism to cover as he bluffs the A-gap here and still gets out to the receiver deep. Now he's out there on the island and he's going to serve up the denial. Here he is in the slot and he shows the athleticism to defend the fade. Let's see that again. Watch him fight to get that ball out. And he's assignment sound. Here he doesn't fall for the play action on the waggle and the quarterback has nowhere to go with the football. Here, Texas A&M catches him blitzing with a screen. That's supposed to be a disaster. But he recognizes it just in time and has so much speed that he holds the running back to a gain of 3 yards. Here, he shows he has no problem covering opposing tight ends. Randy Moss's son Thaddeus Moss is going to try him deep here, but that's not going to work. Here, he's going to plaster to Moss in the scramble drill. And that's not a catch in the NFL. Here he is on another tight end and he's going to poke it out. Here you see he can handle off-man coverage on a tight end because they're nothing like Jeudy. He can even use that closing speed to step in front of one. If a ball gets tipped in his area, he's very alert and opportunistic. If you hang one in his area, he'll take that too. Matter of fact, you better be on point when throwing his way, because if you're not, he will catch it. He went down and got that one. And he's going to go over and up for this one. And when he's in zone like he is in this short zone here, he will put a hit on the receiver when he can't get the ball himself. Muse is also a good blitzer as he gets a hand on this one here. He usually times it very well so he doesn't telegraph it. And the advantage is they don't see it coming. This sack is a result of his closing speed as he was in a short zone. And he's so fast, he can come from way back there and still get to the quarterback quick. He doesn't telegraph it and he's fast so the offense can't react fast enough to him. Now watch this timing from the right of your screen. And he's equally disruptive coming around the corner against the run. The running back has no chance here. Or here with all the speed Muse has. His speed and quickness lead him to many a splash play. But he's disciplined, so he keeps the backside contained. He'll make the play when you come right to him also. Here he is in the middle, about 6 yards deep, and when the gap opens, he feels it. So if he has to play inside, he can. He has great instincts as he pulls the trigger downhill here. He can also come downhill, take on, and shed offensive linemen. Bam, then nothing. Oh, and he's a raider. When opposing offensive linemen want to come and give him those extracurriculars, he's not having it. Now this isn't a good play, but you can see where Muse's speed can save a touchdown. That's J.K. Dobbins he just hauled. Most of the starters didn't play in the preseason game on Saturday, but the Raiders wanted to give Muse some reps, and he mainly looked like the same guy. Here he is up on the line and he maintains his backside contained. Here he's off the ball and he's going to take on the tight end and the play ends there. Here he times his blitz well again and gets his hand on one. Not that Bradley's going to use that much. Here he catches a man coming into his zone and the quarterback has to throw the ball elsewhere, incomplete. Now he's going to be in zone and he stops the ball where it's caught. Muse is a big hitter and physical tackler, whether it be a running back or a quarterback. And with the speed and timing of his blitzes, he almost always gets there. He can cover tight ends, running backs, and some receivers one-on-one. And if you throw it poorly into his area, that's an interception. He's also a leader that you want out in front of your organization. His enthusiasm, swagger, and love for the game is contagious. That's why he's a champion. Thank you for watching. See you next time.